We're really excited about announcing next year's choir council. It was super sweet to see a whole bunch of people today, and I am so appreciative of the amount of people that took the time out of their COVID distance learning to apply for choir council. We had more people this year apply than ever before. So Miss Lana and I got our creative minds together and found a new way to structure things for next year. So I'm super pumped.
Yes, and it was so nice seeing you guys. Thank you for those that dropped by gifts for us and all that. That was unexpected, and we are so grateful. I am so grateful. And just to tell you again, I really love you guys, and I'm really gonna miss you guys. And I'm super, super pumped that this council next year, it's gonna be a good one, and you are going to help this girl out a lot, and she deserves it. So love on her. You're in good hands. But we would like to go ahead and get started on our what is it? Decisions, yeah.
So we broke it down a little bit differently this year. So we still have, president and then the vice president for all of our upper level choirs. But then we have two branches that are going to be under the first vice president of public relations, and they're going to be in charge of historian and stuff like that. And then we also have the second vice president of logistics that deals a lot of the stuff that happens within the choir. So that is like the librarian and the social chair and stuff like that. So it's just structured a little differently. But we're so excited about the people that are in each position. So I'm going to start with all of the people under the second vice president. And that's going to begin with the volunteer coordinator. So that person is in charge of doing all of the kid-based volunteers. And we have so much stuff that we do that we need your help with. And that's going to be Kira Gosnell. So yay, Kira.
Yeah. Okay. So our social chair will not be a surprise. It is Amalia Bloom.
Yay!
Yeah, Amalia.
And then we have our librarian and assistant librarian. And our librarian this year is going to be Claudia Jackson.
Good job, Claudia.
And then helping her out as assistant librarian is going to be Ben Lyons.
Yay! Good job, Ben. All right, our second vice president of logistics, and you will get further information about all of this, is going to be Viv Rodriguez.
Woo-hoo!
VP of Logistics. Congrats.
So Viv is going to be in charge of all of the people under her realm. So librarian, assistant librarian, social chair, and volunteer coordinator. She's going to be kind of overseeing that whole business. And now we're going to go all of the people that are under the umbrella of the first vice president of public relations. And that starts with the media coordinator. That's a new position that's going to be in charge of social media and getting choir events out into the public and all that kind of stuff. And that's going to be Natalie Acosta. Yay,
Natalie! Welcome to Choir Council. All right, our historian that is going to create all of the fancy videos and editing and taking pictures and things like that. We have a lot of trust in him, and that is going to be Izzy. Izzy.
So thanks, Izzy. We were so excited about your interview to find out all of the fun things that you can do on the computer.
Yes.
And then we move to the service chair. So that's somebody that's going to be in charge of doing our shoe boxes for the holiday time and our food drives. And I would just love to explode with all of this service stuff. And that's going to be Lily Adams.
Lily!
So yay, Lily.
Good job, Lou. All right, I'm excited for this next one. This is going to be the first vice president of public relations, which is a pretty big deal. Do you want to say just a second?
Yeah, so that person is basically taking care of the service chair, historian, and meeting coordinator, but they're also the one in charge of creating the ideas to put in place with promoting choir around campus and really making sure that choir has a place on campus. And it's not just what happens in this room, but we're actually affecting the whole student body. And that is going to be Avery Allen.
Avery Allen!
Yes!
Congratulations, girl!
And so now we're moving into the specific choirs. So sixth grade we'll worry about when the school year begins, but we have the vice president of the intermediate treble choir, which is the 7th grade girls, the vice presidents of the men's choir, and then of the varsity treble. So I'll let you start with the intermediate choir.
All right. the vice president of the intermediate choir is going to be Riley Friedman.
Yes, Riley!
Good job, Riley!
And then we had a plethora of men that wanted to be a part of choir council. So we have the vice president of the varsity men's choir is going to be Aiden McGrath.
Good job, Aiden.
And then helping him as the assistant is going to be 7th grader Sebastian Rangel. So yay, Sebastian.
That's a big
you guys
deal,
are
Sebastian.
Gonna
Good
help
job.
me out with all 40 of our dudes in men's choir. And you want to do?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Vice president of the varsity treble choir is going to be Gianna.
Yay!
Gianna.
And then that leaves us to the 2020-2021 president of the choir council. And we just say it together.
Yes.
That's going to be Hannah Bodie!
Congratulations.
Yes. I mean, it's such an amazing lineup of leaders, and I cannot wait to see how you transform this choir program next year. Like Miss Landon said, we are in uncharted territories. Not only are we coming back from this long quarantine, but we are going to be the first group that experiences a bush choir with a single director. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I feel like with our 14 choir council members, it's going to be so much more manageable for me, and nothing can take the place of Miss Landon. But the void will be filled somewhat with the amount of people that we have in our leadership positions. So thank you so much for stepping up and doing this, and I'm just so excited right now.
Super excited.
So yay! Congratulations to all, and be looking for some information about our first get-together, our first council get-together, to help pass the baton from one generation to the next, okay? We'll talk to you soon.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Congrats.